In accordance with Rule 49E9 of the Rules of Procedure, I will not put any question on the motion.
The Council shall deal with the second motion under Rule 49E(2) of the Rules of Procedure now. To take note of the Legislative Council Ordinance, amendment of Schedule 5, Order 2015, and the maximum amount of election expenses Legislative Council Election Amendment Regulation 2015, which are included in Report Number 9/1516 of the House Committee laid on the table of this Council. I will first call upon Mr. Andrew Leung to speak and move the motion, and then call upon the chairman of the subcommittee formed to scrutinize the relevant items of subsidiary legislation. Each member may only speak once and may speak for up to 15 minutes. Finally, I will call upon the public officer to speak. The debate will come to a close after the public officer has spoken, and the motion will not be put to vote. Members who wish to speak on the motion will please press the request to speak button. I now call upon Mr. Andrew Leung to speak and move the motion. Mr. Andrew Leung. Mr. President, I move the motion as printed on the agenda. As chairman of the House Committee, in accordance with Rule 49E2 of the Rules of Procedure, I move the motion so that members can debate on the two pieces of subsidiary legislation as set out in Report Number 9/1516 of the House Committee, namely Legislative Council Ordinance Amendment of Schedule 5, Order 2015, and maximum amount of election expenses Legislative Council Election Amendment Regulation 2015. I so submit, Mr. President. I now put the question to you, and that is that the motion moved by Mr. Andrew Leung be passed. Does any member wish to speak? If not, I call upon the Secretary for Constitutional and Mainland Affairs to speak. Secretary.
Mr. President, to prepare for the Legislative Council election in September this year, last year we reviewed the expenses limit and for electoral candidates. It is proposed that from 2013 to 2016, we will look at the inflation rate during the period as a basis in adjusting the limits on expenses.
The subcommittee discussed the basis of adjusting the MEEs. On this review, we considered different factors, including the election expenses for the 2012 LegCo election by the candidates, the demographic changes in Hong Kong, the numbers and delineation of geographical constituencies, and the CPI accumulated increases, etc. Having considered different factors for the 2016 LegCo election, we would adopt the expected accumulated inflation rates between 2013 to 16 as a basis to adjust the MEEs. We think this is reasonable. As for the some members feel that the adjustments are inadequate. I want to reiterate that the financial assistance scheme serves to allow more candidates to take part, and with the assistance, the expenses can be borne by both candidates and the administration. In 2012, the government adjusted the formula so that more candidates can take part. As for, in order to provide incentive for candidates, we struck a balance between consideration to the candidates and the use of public money. So we feel that we suggest to retain the existing financial assistance scheme, and the adjustment of the MEEs are based on the expected inflation rates between 2013 to 16. And so I speak. Thank you.
In accordance with Rule 49E9 of the Rules of Procedure, I will not put any question on the motion. The Council